So, we are going to explain the standards, well, I'm going to explain the standards and objectives for our third grade science. So we decided to do was Standard 1, Objective 1. Standard 1 states that students will understand that the shape of the Earth and the Moon are spherical, that the Earth rotates on its axis to produce the appearance of the Sun and Moon moving through the sky. That was Standard 1, and the objective is describe the appearance of the Earth and the Moon. And so we decided to write a learning target that would be I can explain science concepts and principles by using my own words and explanation. We'll be reaching this learning target by using the flipped instruction model.
For this lesson, we're going to be going over the rotational cycles of the Earth and the Moon, and we're specifically going to be focusing on the phases of the Moon by implementing the flipped instruction model, by doing in-class experiments and out-of-class observations.
So in class, you will actually be teaching about the Moon, the Earth, and the different phases, but this is actually where the experimentation of the opportunity the students have to see it as well as learn about it. And so you will already have the different materials that you need for each of your students in your classroom. And for one of the experiments, you will do a globe and light experiment where you will have either Earth or Moon models as well as a flashlight. And you can divide the students into groups of 2 and have one student be holding the flashlight and the other with the Earth or the Moon model. And then you will just have one of the students flash the light on the model as the other student turns the globe or the moon. And as they experiment this, they will understand how the different phases of the moon depend on where the light source is coming from.
All right, and so for flipped classroom instruction, what students would normally be taught during lecture in the classroom will actually be learned at home. So examples of learning that could be done at home might be reading from a science textbook or doing online modules. Another thing that you could have students do to learn about the appearance of the moon is to chart what the moon looks like every night for a month, so full cycle, full moon to full moon. Students will choose one spot to observe the moon from every single night. This will be the same spot that they use every night. And they'll chart the appearance of the moon, so the waxing and waning crescents, and that occur over the month. And so they will observe how the moon's position in the sky changes, and as well as the appearance of the moon. And they'll bring their findings into class to discuss, and we'll discuss how our learning outside of the classroom relates to the hands-on experiments that we do